Hello everyone, and welcome back to the class. This is the first video that I'm sending out, and this is mainly just an instructional video and an orientation video. A lot of the stuff I'll be going over I've covered in some of my emails, but I did want to just sort of reorient you by video. So first of all, I hope everyone is doing as well as you can be under the circumstances. I hope none of you are sick. I hope all of you are avoiding contact as much as you can with others. And then I hope also all of you are being taken care of, taking care of yourself, and are not going to struggle with the inevitable economic fallout from all of this. It's just an unbelievable situation. If you need to reach out to someone, you can always reach out to me. I'm happy to be, for anything you need, please let me know about, to the extent that you're comfortable doing that, please let me know about any circumstances that you're in that might have a bearing on your ability to keep going in the class. My goal is to be as flexible as possible to make things work for you. So, the first thing I'm going to request for all of you is, if you have not already done it, please contact me by phone or by email, pbyers@qcc.cuny.edu, to just let me know that you're getting my messages sent through the Blackboard email system, so I know that you're here. I'm going to be sending out a lot of emails through Blackboard, and I don't get those emails, or I get them through Blackboard. I don't know what they look like to you. It's possible, very possible, that you can't reply to that email, that it's just an automatically generated email through the Blackboard system. So you may need to just manually type in this address to contact me. So please do first contact me to let me know that I hope that you're still here or there, but that you're hearing from me. Secondly, I know that all of this is a really confusing time. If you're not confused, you're not paying attention. I have not previously taught an online course. I like to think of myself as more computer savvy than a lot of others, but this is still a huge learning process for me, and just this period of time right now is kind of very unsettled. I apologize for being kind of late in getting back to many of you. I know many of you are waiting for feedback on your drafts and so forth. I will be getting back to you. I appreciate your patience. If you do have any questions, though, please do feel free to reach out to me and just let me know. Some other things. My planning going forward is I've reorganized this class to fit the online format, which involves tons of changes, a totally new syllabus. I put that syllabus up. I recognize that it's very confusing or very overwhelming to get all of that at once. Do not worry about that. I am completely understanding with how much is being thrust on you. It's easy for me to remake the class to some extent. It's a lot of work, but I can do it as I can make the decisions. It's harder for you because you have to understand the decisions I've made. My policy going forward is I'm going to try and be as redundant as possible with things. So don't think that you have to memorize the new syllabus. I'll be submitting videos on a weekly basis and sending out emails, and the instructions for what you're going to have to do are going to be in each of those. So one way you could do this class is just by keeping up with the emails and the videos. If you do what I'm mentioning in the emails and the videos, going forward, I know I've sent several very wordy emails, but going forward, if you, in each video I submit like this, if you do the work that I specify in the video and submit it by May 18th, you'll be fine. If there are other circumstances that you're facing, I'm more than happy to be flexible and, like, for example, to grant you an incomplete. Students never like this word. An incomplete means you can finish the work for the semester after the end of the semester or later, and then get a grade then. So that may be an arrangement you need. And it will be, trust me, the university will make it very easy to get that arrangement this semester. But again, please let me know first that you're here and any circumstances you're facing. So some other things that I just want you to keep in mind. The first thing, which I don't know if I've mentioned in the emails yet, is I'm almost certainly going to make this class pass-fail. I don't know if the university will have a policy on that. I can't imagine that they would not allow that. To me, it seems to make complete sense. You can also, as I've said, you can submit everything, all of the work, by May 18th if you want. You'll get some feedback then, but you won't be able to revise anything. But that's, if whatever the circumstances are, I don't know. You can submit the work then and get full credit, up to full credit. Now, on the other hand, if you want more from me, if you want more feedback, submit your work earlier. You're going to be seeing less of me than you would have, even over video, than you would have in class. And my plan is to make up for that lost time with more opportunities to give you individualized help, to give you feedback on your work, and to accept rough drafts and revisions and so forth. But you have to please reach out to me if you want that. Given the circumstances, I think it would be overwhelming and very unpleasant for people if I was just intensely forcing this on you, especially right now. But please reach out to me if you would like more feedback on something. I'm happy to give it. Some of you have already done that, and I apologize. I've been very slow in getting back to you so far. There's been a lot of changes. Like many of you, I'm home with a child, soon to be 2 children. So it's a very different type of circumstance. But I will get back to you. Finally, a couple more things. So for our class now, there are 3 main assignments, 3 main things that your grade will be based on. There's first the book chapter, which we've already worked on in class. The rough draft for that is due on March 31st, coming up soon. Final draft is due on April 23rd. So there's the book chapter, then the observation project, which for some of you I've already gone over in class, but I will be posting a video today, right after this, about the observation project. And then finally, there's a new project. So rather than the other projects that we had planned for the class that we had not started yet, those are being canceled. We might do some of the things in new ways. But the third project for the class is this combination of a series of reflection papers and then a final synthesis paper. So the reflection papers are a series of, let me get the details of, and this is, again, all on the new syllabus, a series of 4 one-page observation or reflection papers. They really are more observation papers. I'm calling them reflection papers to avoid confusion with the observation project. The due dates are listed on the syllabus, and I'll be submitting videos periodically, roughly each week for those 4 weeks, giving you instructions on what to do for that week for the paper. And then finally, there's a 3-page synthesis paper where you will integrate and synthesize your observations. So I'll go over what I'm looking for in those papers by video. Again, as I said before, I know this is overwhelming. I know you don't have an understanding of what I'm looking for in the synthesis paper or even any of the observation reflection papers. But don't worry, I will cover all of that in videos. And if you have questions, you can contact me. The benefit of this is you can have much more contact with me and availability to give you feedback than you would have had with the class. As I'll mention in another note, my office hours, I'm going to keep the same office hours, but if you want to virtually meet with me or meet with me by phone for my office hours, please send me an email, or you can call me to set up an appointment. So I'll be keeping the same office hours, but rather than having multiple people calling me at the same time at the beginning of the hours, we'll schedule like 10 to 15-minute sessions. All right. So that's all for now. Stay tuned for the next videos that I'll post on the observation project today, and then your instructions for the first reflection paper. Finally, I'll also be periodically posting some videos of lectures that I would have given in class for many of the concepts that I think are really important. Some of that will be in the weekly instruction videos for your reflection papers. All right. I hope to hear from all of you. I hope you're doing well, and I wish you all the best.